Hi all my smell good friends. I hope everyone's doing wonderfully today. So what I have going on here is my empties video. I've got a little bit of everything going on here. I've got candles, I've got some miscellaneous products, I've got some SCENTSY, I've got some vendor wax. The usual schmusual, right? I will timestamp everything below in case you want to skip certain parts, you know, whatever you want to do. So I will timestamp everything below to make sure that you can do that and move around easily. So if you are interested in seeing what I've been up to as far as warming and burning, stay tuned. So this empties entails everything I've been warming or burning or going through since my last video, which would have been July 10th. That was the last time I gathered all my empties together. So it's been about, today's the 21st that I'm filming this. So it's been 11 days basically. So almost 2 weeks. But I wanted to go ahead and do this because I've rounded up quite a bit of stuff. And that's basically because I've done a lot of work from home the past 2 weeks. I had a medical procedure done, and so it enabled me to work from home a little bit more than usual. And I did some work from home this past week as well because I had two bosses, one on vacation, one was taking part in a CLE event. And so I had a little bit extra time, and so I got through more stuff than I usually do in that amount of time. So we'll get started on the miscellaneous items first to knock those out. So the first thing I got through, or I emptied out, I should say, is a shower gel from Bath & Body Works in the scent Strawberry Snowflakes. And this doesn't have the scent notes on it. It's funny because usually do, but this one doesn't. It's actually a little older because you can see it's $14.50, and I believe shower gels are now $15.95. It's just getting ridiculous. But I believe this has, it's got strawberries, it's got, I think, bergamot, and I can't remember what else, but it's basically like a sweet, perfumey strawberry scent, and I enjoyed it. And Bath & Body Works has brought this back for 2 years now, so I'm thinking there might be a good chance that we'll see it again as it gets cooler. So that is Strawberry Snowflakes. It takes me like forever to get through these because, and just like the foaming soaps, I love those from Bath & Body Works too. It takes me forever to get through them because I have 3 bathrooms in my house, full baths, and I have, well, the way my bathroom is set up is I have a shower and a bathtub, and they're separate. So that's 2 in my bathroom alone. And then I have 1 in each of the other bathrooms. And I don't use those bathrooms as much, but they're still there. So when they are used. And the foaming soaps is the same situation. And I have multiple sinks. I have 2 sinks in my bathroom, so there's 2 in there. There's 1 in the kitchen sink. There's 1 in the other 2 bathrooms. Like, it takes me forever to get through these. So you won't see them much. But, yeah, because they're all kind of being used at the same time. So, and plus I use other things besides those shower gels. Speaking of foaming soaps, I did get through, again, Bath & Body Works. This is the White Barn version, Marshmallow Fireside. And this, I did not realize, my daughter enlightened me recently that she absolutely loathes this scent. And I had this sitting in my kitchen sink, which she often uses because she comes over and she cuts my grass, so she's washing her hands. Sometimes she comes over and she bathes the dog, she washes her hands. Lots of washing hands going on, even though she doesn't live here. I had no idea how much she hated this. So basically, what she was doing was using my dish soap to wash her hands. I had no idea until this was almost empty. So I put out, I think it's Fiji White Sands is at the kitchen sink now. So I'm thinking that one may be emptied a lot sooner than this one because she does like that scent. But this is notes of toasted marshmallow, smoldering woods, and fire roasted vanilla. Everyone, did you just jump up behind me, child? Everyone pretty much knows what this smells like. It's just basically your roasty, toasty marshmallow by a campfire. Yeah, I was gonna say, I can't get this open. Ugh, she may not like it, but I love it. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, absolutely delicious. I will continue to buy it, but for now on, I will make sure this scent is in one of my bathrooms. So she doesn't feel like she needs to use the dish soap again. So wallflowers, I installed 3 wallflowers this week. I did a Cocoa Paradise, and I put this in the bathroom that's like pretty much for everyone. That one I replaced an iced dragon fruit tea. Yeah, that one I would not recommend. I could barely smell it and I ended up pulling it a little bit earlier than when it emptied because I was like, this is just a waste of my heater going on in here. Wallflower plug. And I also inserted an At the Beach. And this one replaced a strawberry pound cake, and that strawberry pound cake was absolutely delicious. I buy that wallflower often. It performs well. It smells absolutely delicious. And yeah, I'll continue to get that. And I also installed a Fiji White Sands. This is a 2-pack. It's Bath & Body Works double pack. I had one left, so I went ahead and used that last one so I could get this out of my collection. This says notes of, does it say? It does. Fresh cut sugarcane, white nectarine, and sandalwood. I know those are the notes, but I swear I just get a coconut vibe from this. I absolutely love it. I do not for 1 second smell nectarine in here, so maybe sandalwood and probably the sugarcane, but to me, I get coconut rather than nectarine. Does anybody else get that from Fiji White Sands? Because yeah, I don't get nectarine. And the last of the miscellaneous items that I went through was, I have a fan on so it's blowing. These super jumbo cotton balls I get these from Target, and they're the Up and Up brand, which is kind of like Target's brand. They come 140 in the pack. Super jumbo. These are actually jumbo cotton balls. I mean, we all know not all jumbo cotton balls are the same. A lot of them are not jumbo. These actually are. And these like popped up recently. I had not seen these before. I remember buying cotton balls from Target years ago that were pretty nice as far as jumbo. And then I started finding some at Walmart and was getting those, and then those disappeared, and the Target ones did too. So I was like, what the hell? So I started buying jumbo cotton balls from Ulta, which was great. I mean, they work well, and they are actually jumbo, but you only get 70 to a bag. And they were like $2 and change, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, it's just worth it to me, so I get them anyway, because I like to empty my wax dishes with cotton balls, because I like to change them right away. I am too impatient of a person to put them in the freezer and then wait for them to cool down, or warm down, I should say, and then use them again. Yeah, I'm ready to, when I empty my dish, I'm ready to put new wax in, so I do cotton balls a lot. These, like I said, just showed up in Target not too long ago, maybe a couple months ago. They're fantastic. $2.29. And if you use your red card, you get a 5% discount. So, yeah, these highly recommended. And I think that's it for the miscellaneous stuff. Yeah, that's it for miscellaneous. I do have a few candles this week. The last empties video I didn't have any candles. So I did get through a few this week. The first one I emptied out was by HomeWorx, Harry Slacken, Hot Cider Donut. Again, his labels. You guys know how I feel about his labels. Absolutely the best in the business. This has notes of harvest apple, cinnamon sugar, vanilla bean, and spice cider. This is a favorite of mine from HomeWorx. It's a candle that I repeat buy often. It's a good performer. Granted, I will say this one seemed a little lighter. It was poured in fall of 2023. So it's been sitting for a little bit before I decided to burn it. And I usually do it in fall, but I had some other scents going that I thought this would complement, and so I burned it. And it was a little lighter than usual, but I could still smell it. I had it in a hurricane, which I usually do in my HomeWorx. If I had to give it a number, I would say the throw was probably a 7, where in years past it was like 8, 8.5. I did have some issues with the wicks. For the most part, it burned pretty clean, but as you can see, I have 3 wicks. Yeah, this was a casualty. One of the wicks, yeah, I lost it. Now, when I say that I lost it, I mean, like, it didn't just travel. No, it actually, the wick, the cotton part of the wick came out of the wick clip and just floated on the wax. Now, because of the recent problems that HomeWorx has been having, I only burn my HomeWorx for 2.5 hours at most, sometimes 3. I don't tend to burn them very long because I've heard about these wick issues. And up until recently, I also had a second casualty not too long ago. The same thing happened. But up until then, I had not had these wick problems. I know they existed because I've heard people speak about them. But I did not have those issues. And I think that was probably because I limited that burn time. But it didn't do any good with this one. So yeah, 3 wicks, guys. Will I still buy it? Of course I will. I love the scent, and I have multiples in my collection, so I don't really need to buy it anytime soon. But I do think this is on the Slack & website, which is, he changed the name of it. It used to be HomeWorx.shop, but I think it's now slackandco.com. Don't quote me, but I think that's it. I'll try to post that information below in case you want to shop with HomeWorx. But HomeWorx is definitely working out some issues. At least I hope they are, because yeah, the throw in their candles lately has been not good. And I really hope that they fix the problem, because I love HomeWorx candles. I mean, for the most part, the performance is pretty good. And there was a time when their candles blew me out the house, and I just hope they get back there. From Bath & Body Works, I finished up Main Street Bakery. And this has scent notes of fresh banana, vanilla wafers, and cinnamon sugar. As you can see, this one got a bit dirty. I actually emptied this out a couple of times because it was so grody. Everything was perfect until I got to the halfway point, and that seems to be where I go wrong with these Bath & Body Works candles. So every time I buy a Bath & Body Works candle now, I mean, this is recent years. I do have older ones that perform much better. But when I buy one now, I automatically commit to the fact that I'm probably only going to get half a candle out of it. I used to put them in a crock, and I still do sometimes. But sometimes I'm just like, you know, I have such a huge candle collection, I just want to get through my stuff. But sometimes once they start going grody, I'm just done with them. But I did dump out the wax, and I did start again, and it went dirty again. It's like these wicks in here like thread out, and they just fall, like the little clippings of wick fall into the wax. I do trim my wicks. I've been burning candles for years, so I do trim my wicks. I don't cut them too short. That was another thing that was happening with this candle, is the puny wick syndrome. It was hard sometimes keeping this lit in the right way. It was hard sometimes to get it to pull out because of the puny wicks. So unfortunately, I have more of these because I love banana scented candles. But as far as the scent, it was okay. It was kind of like a creamy banana pudding type scent, kind of with a little bit of crust. So kind of like a banana cream pie with a little bit of crust I was getting. Did it say crust? It says cinnamon sugar, so I'm thinking it was coming from that. And it says vanilla wafers, so probably coming from that. I do enjoy it. Like I said, I have more. So I may just cut up my other ones and put them in my warmers. We'll see. Or maybe it'll just go straight into the crock. But I do like burning my candles, so I may just do like I usually do, burn it a couple of times, and then maybe toss it in the crock or cut it up from there. We'll see. And the last candle I got through was also from Bath & Body Works. This is Watermelon Lemonade. I love, love, love the design. I am originally from New Jersey, which I've mentioned many times before. And blue crabs are a big thing where I'm from. And I have family members who actually worked in the crab business. So I love me some blue crabs. So when I see crab designs, they just speak to my heart. This has scent notes of watermelon ice, sparkling water, and Mayor lemon. This is your typical watermelon lemonade. Bath & Body Works has been releasing this scent for years and years and years. Smelled good. I feel like it was stronger in past years, but it's just your basic watermelon, like an artificial watermelon type lemonade. It's more lemonade than watermelon, but you do get that melon. This candle burned atrocious. Again, it burned to the halfway mark. It burned beautifully, and then once it hit that halfway mark, the wick started to thread and pour into the wax. It started to soot. I poured it out. I trimmed the wicks. I lit it again, and it started to do it again. So there's still a bit. You can see it's discolored too. I don't know if that's showing on camera, but it's quite discolored. Yeah. I have a couple more of these in my collection too because I bought it because of the label, but I don't know that I could recommend it. I don't know. Next, we'll get into the wax melts that I got through. So I've got a number of SCENTSY, and I got one retail wax. So we'll start with the retail wax first. I finished up Kringle Candles Bananas Foster. And if you've seen my recent warming videos, you know that I finished a couple of candles in this scent recently. This, I'm just not a fan of. I know I love me some banana scents, but this is just so caramelized. I don't know. I can't remember if it has brown sugar in it. I know in my last videos, I said it came across very syrupy. It's almost as if like the syrup on those bananas It's like syrupy, it's very caramelized. I think it probably has brown sugar in it and it's just too much. Yeah, I warmed it. I had 2 cubes left and I just put it out in my kitchen, so I wasn't sitting out with it. And I think I emptied it before it even had lost scent. Now, it's a banger of a performer. So if this is a scent that sounds like it's your jam, go for it because it performs really well in both the wax melts and the candles. So as far as performance, highly recommended. Just as far as scent, it's just a personal scent preference. It was not my favorite. Okay, so we'll get into the SCENTSY that I got through next. I've got a number of clams here. Looks like I got through about 12 bars. So I was working on my SCENTSY. Not that I may have gotten through an entire bar at a time. These may have been bars left over from prior weeks that I just needed to finish and get out of my collection. Speaking of SCENTSY, there are some exciting things coming up. As you most likely know, the fall winter catalog will be coming on September 1st. There have been some sneak peeks into that catalog. There have been some sneak peeks as to new warmers that are coming, new licensed collections that are coming, new scents that are coming, some returning scents that were new to the catalog last year that are coming back. Yeah, it's a pretty exciting time. I was hoping to put out a video that would include information on the new scents that are coming, information on the collections that are coming, including the Harvest collection. There's a pumpkin, like a Gordy Goodness or something collection coming. That's like a fall collection. There is the usual scents of the season collection coming and a holiday collection coming. Yeah, there's a lot of scents coming. It's super exciting. There are some amazing Halloween warmers that I am so pumped about. Halloween is my absolute favorite holiday. I love to go all out for Halloween. And yeah, I need a new warmer like I need a hole in the head. But when it comes to Halloween, all bets are off. I know already that there's some that I want. But the good news is I've decided I'm not going to get my Philadelphia Eagles warmer this year, even though that helmet is fire. Yeah, there's a helmet warmer coming. There's only going to be 10 of them, so that it will be the top 10 selling teams for SCENTSY. I assume from last year. I'm not sure when they first had the NFL warmers in their catalog, but if you'll remember from last season, before they retired, there were NFL warmers. They were in every team, and they were shaped kind of like a football. Really neat warmers. And I thought about getting the Philadelphia Eagles one, which is my team. I'm from South Jersey, so Philadelphia is our home team. I am not North Jersey because then I would be a Giants fan and I can't be. So the Eagles are my team, and I thought about getting it last year and I didn't. It's coming back. So the good news is if your team isn't one of the top 10 selling teams of the NFL as far as SCENTSY sales, that's okay. There will still be a warmer available for your team. But the top 10 selling teams will be returning in a helmet shape warmer, which is so cool looking. I mean, you know how they release these helmets as collectibles all the time. So it looks like a collectible, but it's a warmer. And the Philadelphia Eagles are in that top 10, so they will be available. I can't remember all the teams, but I know I saw the Cowboys, I saw the Bills, I saw the Steelers, I saw the Kansas City Chiefs. Obviously, there's 5 more. I want to say I saw the Raiders. So that's 6. I can't remember who else. But I want to say maybe Green Bay. I'm thinking Green Bay was probably in it. But yeah, look forward to those. I think they will be released sometime in August, but don't quote me on that. Like I said, I was hoping to put out a video. I may still do that. But I'm a new SCENTSY consultant. I actually joined SCENTSY more so for the discount for my own purchases than I did to sell it. And obviously that's a good thing because apparently I'm not a very good SCENTSY consultant because I've been one for a little more than 3 months now. I know that because they give you the website free for 3 months and I'm starting to get charged for it. So it's been a little over 3 months and I have not had one sale that wasn't my own. And I do include my link on every YouTube video, figuring maybe I would get a random sale now and then, but it's no big deal because I didn't join to sell. I joined just to get a little return on my own purchases because I love SCENTSY and I buy it often, so that doesn't matter, but it's just kind of funny. I apparently suck at it, but you know, I'm not really gung-ho out there trying to sell it either. So anyway, now that I went off on that whole side chitter chatter, I'm so sorry. Just know that there are exciting things coming to SCENTSY, and if I do get a video together, you'll be the first to know about it. But let's start on what I got through as far as my SCENTSY. So the first bar, and I'm sure that I had glare on my glasses that whole time because I have my iPad on because the scent notes are on my iPad and not on the bars. I really wish SCENTSY would add these to the bars. I'll try to hold it over to the side and hopefully that's better, because I know it's like probably quite annoying to see that glare. So the first bar I went through was Raspberry Hibiscus Tea. And I'm trying to keep my iPad behind me. I apologize because I tend to forget that it's right next to me and it's shining up on my glasses. So this has scent notes of wild raspberry, hibiscus petals, and a spoonful of elderberry sugar. This is a great performer. It lasted 2 days for me, so it has longevity. It's very present on warm. I would say it's a medium bordering strong, not knock you out of the room by any means, but it's a nice, good, strong medium. I know this is a popular scent, and while I do love the raspberry aspect of it, I just was kind of hoping for a tea note. And I know that it doesn't have a tea note in the scent notes, but the floral just kind of throws me off a little. Yeah, I've tried it a couple times now because I thought this is so popular, like what is wrong with me? But I'm not saying I don't like it, because I do, and I think it's a bar that I would enjoy. Like if they retired it and I got it in flash sales, I would probably pick some up. But I think I'm done trying to pay full price for it. So yeah, but like I said, this is very popular. Most people love it, and they'll probably club it at the end of the season. Speaking of, I will be doing a SCENTSY club edit video at some point. Hopefully I can figure out how to do it. I think I do. I've kind of dabbled with it a little bit. But yeah, my club is scheduled to ship August 13th, I think it is. So yeah, I've got to get on that pretty soon. But now that I know what's coming back and what I can take out of my club, that actually works out perfectly, because I'll be able to make it a lot smaller before it ships. And then I'll have until the end of August to put any summer bars in it that I want to. So I won't bother having those shipped now. But that is Raspberry Hibiscus Tea. Next, I got through Blue Agave and Melon. And I actually am warming this today. I have this going in my bathroom and my bedroom, so the whole bar. This has notes of, this is a sweet desert oasis lush with blue agave, honeydew melon, and kiwi. Kiwi is not always my thing. Again, I know this is a really popular scent, and I like it. I do get that melon. And I do get this sweetness, which I assume is the agave. I don't know that I've ever smelled agave by itself. And I get a little bit of the kiwi. But I'm not finding this overly strong. So I haven't been in and out of my room a lot today. So maybe I need to go up there a couple more times and see what I think. Because like I said, this is a pretty popular one. I know people love it. But I'm kind of trying to go through some of these bars I haven't warmed before to see what I'm going to put in my club. And at this point, this is probably not going in my club, but this is Blue Agave and Melon. It's an okay performer. I just feel like it just needs to be a little stronger. Next, I got through, this is from the Inside Out collection. This is Sadness Feeling Blue. This collection, guys, is pretty good, and it's still available, so check it out if you think you might be interested. This has scent notes of dramatic dark waters, evening lavender, and bergamot. You know, I'm not big on lavender. So I totally was thinking this may come across a bit cologne-y. It does a little, it leans a little masculine, but it's really an aquatic scent. I definitely get that waters note. I do get the lavender, but I feel like it's really well blended in here. And that bergamot, I think, is what's giving it a little bit of that cologne vibe. It's like an aquatic cologne, but I am not, I don't love cologne scents, like really at all. I actually enjoy this. I thought this was really nice. Kind of hard to explain what it smells like, but it smells fresh and clean, and it was calming and kind of spa-like, and it was really strong. I could smell this all the way down. I had this going in my bedroom upstairs. This was coming down all the way down where I am on my main level. Yeah, she's a powerhouse. I was impressed. This is Sadness Feeling Blue. Will I get it again? Probably not, because, you know, it's just not my scent preference as far as what I'm going to spend my money on. But it was a good one. So if that does sound like your jam, I think you'd be happy. Next, I got through Red Delicious. And this is from the current Bring Back My Bar. You only have, what, another 9-10 days to get this bar and the other Bring Back My Bars. So if there are any Bring Back My Bars that you're interested in continue to receive, make sure you put them in your club. So this just has notes of juicy apple. And that's exactly what it is. It's just a nice, fresh, crisp apple. I enjoyed it. It was a good performer. Beautiful red wax. And I don't know. I'm trying to make a decision if I want to put it in my club or not. Like, it was good. I loved it. But I don't know that, like, I loved it enough that I would consider it club worthy. Yeah, you guys know I'm being pretty picky about my clubs. So, I mean, I might put it in there temporarily to get another bar. Especially because fall will be coming soon. Like, starting September, I really like apple scent. So, I might club it just for that one shipment. Next, I got through another Bring Back My Bar. This is Lemon Lavender. And this has scent notes of tangy lemon and sweet lavender flowers. I didn't think I would like this, but it was nice and a good performer. Lemon tends to be strong, and it was. I know a lot of people say that this is pretty equally blended. I definitely got the lavender, but I felt like the lemon was a little bit stronger. It was nice. Do I need another one? No, but I really enjoyed it. It was a strong performer. It lasted a long time, and I really love the fact that it had a yellow cover and it had purple wax. So I like bars that come like that, but that is Lemon Lavender. Again, that's a bar to put in your club by the end of this month, or that's it. Next, I got through, this is also from the Inside Out collection. This is Anger Red Hot Rage. I love that face. This has scent notes of spicy cinnamon and clove. I wasn't sure what I would think about this because I love me some cinnamon. Clove, I like as long as it's kind of not overbearingly strong, if you know what I mean. I don't like super spicy clove. But this smelled pretty good to me on cold, so I warmed it. And what I get from this is big red gum. I don't know if anybody else has said that or not. But to me, it smelled like big red gum. And I just don't need wax that smells like big red gum, even though I am a fan of big red gum. But that is Anger Red Hot Rage. It was a good performer. It lasted for a bit and it was strong. Medium strong. So, but I don't need it again. Next, I got through Pina Colada Cha Cha. And this bar has notes of island coconut, zesty pineapple, and white rum and vanilla bean. Now this is nice. You get all of those notes basically. You get the pineapple, you get the coconut, you get the rum. Not overly boozy in any type of way, but you know, a pina colada usually smells quite sweet, and this does. And you get a little bit of that vanilla. It's a really good bar. I love me some pina colada scents, but it's not very strong. At least it wasn't for me. So I do not plan to club it. So that's Pina Colada Cha Cha. I know people were worried it wasn't going to return this season, so it may be in trouble. But as you know, I do vendor wax, and there are better pina colada scents than that in vendor wax, so I'm not going to club it. Next, I did Lemon Drizzle Cake. And this bar has scent notes of lilac sugar, vanilla icing, and lemon butter cake. This is a bar that the first time I warmed it, I didn't very much like it, and I think it was that little bit of lilac sugar that was in there that was giving me this off vibe. But for some reason, I ended up warming a second bar, and I can't imagine I would have ordered another one on its own. But for some reason, I had another bar, and I warmed it, and I actually enjoyed it. So I thought, let me get one more bar this summer. And again, I enjoyed it. It's good. It's a good performer, medium strong. It does have that little bit of a lilac note, so if you're sensitive to lilac, you may not like this. But it was just a nice, good bakery scent with a hint of floral, and I did enjoy it. This bar carried over to the fall winter catalog last year. It is not doing that this year. So if this is a bar that you know and love, and you don't want to risk that it may not come back in the next spring summer catalog, you'll want to club it. So that is Lemon Drizzle Cake. Not coming back in the fall, guys. Which personally, I don't really need to see it in the fall catalog because I'm like, that's not a fall winter scent. So maybe it'll be back next summer. Who knows? But maybe it won't. I have a feeling it will. I feel like it's a popular bar. But I have no information, so don't trust what I say. The next bar I got through is Jammin Jubilee. And this bar has notes of red berry compote, blackberry zest, and sugared syrup. Yeah, I really enjoyed this bar. You get that. You get this red, syrupy, sugary, sweet berry type of note. and you get blackberry. I mean, that's exactly what it smells like. It was a decent performer. I would say a good medium. Yeah, that's Jammin Jubilee. Next, I got through a bar of bananas. And this was a bar from the previous Bring Back My Bar back in January. This has notes of, well, it doesn't really say. It just says, indulge in the bananas bar for a sweet and fruity aroma that will fill your home with a tropical paradise vibe. Yeah. You guys know I love me some banana. And I am so heartbroken that I am seemingly never going to get the chance to put, what is it called? Banana berry, I think it is. I think that's what it is. I tried it once. I think I got it in a flash sale or something. So I've had it and I love it. And I really want to put it in my club. But the way SCENTSY sets up their votes for these Bring Back My Bars now, I don't feel like... It's going to be a long time before it comes back. So I figured this might do me. It just is this Laffy Taffy banana scent. That's basically what it is. It does have sort of a tropical vibe, kind of like that Pina Colada banana scent. And I like it. It's in my club. And I'm going to keep it there for at least a little bit. So that is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Next, I warmed through, this is also a Bring Back My Bar, currently available until the end of this month, Sea Salt Mist. And this bar has notes of driftwood, beach grass, ocean mist, sea salt, bright mandarin, and sultry amber. Wow. Yeah, I think I said that when I did my cold sniff video. That's just a lot. That's a lot. I mainly get a sea salty, like a salty aquatic, like a mist, just like what it's called, sea salt mist, like a aquatic, salty, oceanside vibe. And I got that in warm. It was nice. It was not very strong. I could smell it. I could definitely smell it, but it was a bit on the lighter side, and I don't need more of it. So that is sea salt mist. You okay, baby? You back there panting? Yeah? The fan's on you. There's running, girlfriend. And the last bar that I got through as far as SCENTSY was Strawberry Rose. This one's a little juicy. I got this through a de-stash. The clam's a little broken. Because I really wanted to try it because I'd never tried it. And I don't have the scent notes here. But this smells basically like what the title says. It smells like a nice, sweet strawberry, leaning a little artificial. I feel like all of SCENTSY's strawberry leans artificial. But it's okay. I like this type of scent. So it's kind of like a candied strawberry with a little bit of floral. Not overpowering rose at all. I thought this was a really nicely blended scent. I did get 2 bars in my de-stash, so I'm looking forward to enjoying the next one. And it was a good performer and it had longevity. I wish SCENTSY would bring it back so I could add it to my club, but that is Strawberry Rose. So glad that I was able to experience it because I've heard good things. So guys, that is it for my SCENTSY. So if you were here for only the SCENTSY, I appreciate you stopping in. I appreciate you watching. I hope you will subscribe and look for more SCENTSY content in the future. And next we will get to the vendor wax.